What makes you angry has to be one of the hardest interview questions to answer correctly. How do you respond to this interview question without messing it up? Well, if you have a job interview coming up, there is a possibility you will have to answer this question. So make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to give you some really important tips for answering it positively. And I will also give you 3 brilliant example answers to use. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and do make sure you hit that like button right now because that motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. And also tell me in the comments section below the video what actually makes you angry on a day-to-day basis. Tell me, I'd be interested to hear what makes you angry. So here's 4 important tips for answering this tough interview question, what makes you angry? And I will then give you 3 brilliant example responses and you can choose one to use in your job interview. So tip number 1, do not say, oh, I'm not an angry person, nothing makes me annoyed, because that's not true. We all get angry from time to time and it's justifiable, but we have to be very careful how we respond to this interview question. Tip number 2, don't give an answer that shows you get angry at things outside of work. So don't say something like, oh, slow drivers make me angry. Don't say anything that makes you angry outside of work. We have to use your answer to put you across as a motivated person who cares for their organization. Tip number 3, give one thing that makes you angry because it prevents you from doing your job properly. And that is the key to answering this question correctly. And tip number 4, when answering the question, what makes you angry, remain calm and do not show any frustration or anger in your tone of voice. And this is the hardest part. You have to respond to it with a positive tone of voice. And don't forget, this is your opportunity to demonstrate you are passionate about your work and you are motivated to do a good job for them. So let's take a look at 3 brilliant example answers to the question, what makes you angry? And you can tell me in the comments section below the video which answer option, number 1, number 2, or number 3, you think is the strongest. Tell me which answer option you would use during your interview. So here's answer option number 1. What makes you angry? Here we go. There's not much that makes me angry, but if I had to choose something, it would be laziness. I get frustrated when people either don't do their work to a proper standard or they leave it for someone else to do. In situations where someone is being lazy at work, I will make reference to it politely in conversation, and I will encourage them to do things the right way for the sake of the team. Because at the end of the day, we are all working towards the same goal, and we have a responsibility to carry out our duties in line with company expectations. So that's a really good example, because I get annoyed at people who are lazy. At work especially, I don't want to have to clear up after them and I don't want to have to do their job for them. So that's a really good example answer. Here's answer option number 2. What makes you angry? Here we go. One thing that makes me angry is people who are late without good reason. Now, whether it's lateness for a meeting or lateness in completing a project, this is something I find frustrating. I think it's disrespectful if somebody is continually late because it is wasting other people's time. Now, for example, in a previous role, a member of our team was always late finishing their team tasks. So I asked him if there was anything I could do to help him speed up. And just by mentioning it to him resulted in him never being late again. That's a very clever response to that question, what makes you angry? And here's answer option number 3. And you can then tell me which one you think is the strongest in the comments section below. Here we go. What makes you angry? Something that makes me angry is negative behaviour and people who continually complain. Because I'm overall a positive person who believes you get out of life what you are prepared to put in. So when I hear constant moaning or complaining, it does frustrate me. For example, in a previous role, a long-serving member of the team used to sigh and make negative comments whenever management wanted to make changes to the business. Her motto was, well, if it isn't broke, why fix it? Whereas I view change as an opportunity to grow, improve, and stay ahead of the competition. I specifically recall speaking to her and suggesting she could try and view things differently. Now, although she didn't appreciate my comments at the time, I think what I said stuck in her mind because she complained much less moving forward. So that's another really good answer to that difficult interview question. What makes you angry? Tell me in the comments section below which answer option you think is the strongest. Is it 1, 2 or 3? And then click that link in the top right hand corner of the video and head through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download my top 21 interview questions and answers in a PDF guide, so you can have it within your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I am on a mission to help as many people as possible to pass their interviews, and of course I can only do that if you are subscribed. Make sure you hit that like button, and also don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I wish you all the best for passing your interview. Have a great day.